I'm really bad at filming and uploading at the moment, but I'm going to get better. This YouTube is a booktube channel, and I feel like I haven't done much on books on this channel, so I'm going to give you an update of my reading challenge. Not doing good. I've read 9 books. Whoops. But I'm going to get better. It is only May. I'm hoping to reach my target of 30 this year. By doing so, I'll be reading from my Rory Gilmore reading challenge, and that seems to be the one giving me a bit of oomph. And at the end of the video, I will show you something that's so cool, and it is there. I will show you afterwards. So the first book I read this year and finished this year was Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. This is my favourite book, one of my favourite books. It's so pretty, look at the cover. It's just so beautiful. This is the first half of Little Women. This doesn't include Good Wives, so this is so pretty, can you see? Oh. The second book I read this year was Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. I didn't enjoy this book at all. I was looking forward to reading it because everything I've read about it was pretty positive. I didn't enjoy it much. It was just too, I want to say emo, that's a bit mean though, but it was just too angsty and boring. Oh God, the third book I read, 1984 by George Orwell. I read this in school for my A-levels, and I hated it then and I hate it now, but I read it as part of my Rory Gilmore reading challenge. I hate this book. The next book, my fourth book, was my favourite one growing up as a child. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. And this little book, here we are, is from the Victorian Albert William Morris collection, and it's beautiful. There are 5 books so far, I think. Don't quote me on that, I haven't looked for a while, but this is just so beautiful, this cover. The next book I read, I was sent a chapter, I think it was a chapter extract of it from a, I want to say, I think it was the Times, I don't know, it was from somebody, and they sent me an article of it and I loved it and it was amazing, and I loved it so much I actually pre-ordered the book, and this is it. It's Toto by Michael Morpurgo, and it is such a lovely book. It's so lovely. It's from the point of view of Toto here, and it's just, oh, it's just wonderful to read. I really recommend this book to anyone. I apologise for my croaky voice. I have been away for the past week with year 6 in my school, and I did a lot of shouting, not telling them off, shouting, having fun with them, and it was, oh, my throat's hurting now. The next book I read is my childhood book. It's the reason I read, Matilda by Roald Dahl. As you can see, this is me growing up, Matilda. I read so much books. I read, you know, I was reading grown-up books that I shouldn't be reading, like, you know, Pride and Prejudice at 12 and stuff like that, and this is my childhood book and I love it. And I have this little illustration by Quentin Blake in my bedroom. It's very cute. The next book, I actually saw the film before I ever read this book, and I loved both the film and the book, and I saw some differences between the two, but not much, because the film stays quite true to the book, which is lovely, and that is Danny, Champion of the World by Roald Dahl. Another one of my, this is one of my childhood heroes, was Roald Dahl. I read so many of his books, and this book was one of them I'd never read. I don't know why, but I love this book a lot. Another one of my childhood. It's so heavy. I can tell you how many pages it is, you'll probably guess. 766 pages. This is one of the thickest books. It's one of my spider killers. Sorry to people who are animal friendly, but I'm terrified of spiders, and that is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix by J.K. Rowling. It is one of my, not my least favourite books, but it's near the end, but it's not near the top. But this is such a good book. But I'm reading the whole collection again, and I'm currently on this. I've just finished this one, sorry. I haven't started Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince because it's not my favourite book and I really don't want to read it. But I love this book. It's so old, it's yellow, and it is actually, if I can find it, hold on a minute, right down there, it's actually a first edition. And this was one of the first books that I bought that was a first edition book, and I got very excited, but then I realised there's like millions of these books made and sold at first edition, but I still like it. And the most recent book that I finished, I haven't read since I was a teenager, but it's one of my favourite books now as an adult, and that is Persuasion by Jane Austen. And I read it and I've forgotten how much I enjoyed this book. I'm hearing cheering outside. Anyway, this is one of my favourite books now. It won't top Pride and Prejudice because that is my ultimate favourite book. But this one's so lovely, and I just love this cover. Have a look at it, it's pretty. I bought this on Hay and Wye this time last year actually. I went to the Hay Festival. I don't know what's going on. I went to the Hay Festival last year, which is a literacy event where there's authors and loads of people come in to talk, and they sell loads of books obviously, and if you ever get to go, please go. It is such an amazing festival. I love going there, and I'm hoping to go next year. I can't go this year because I'm so busy over the half term, but this is just, oh look, it's so pretty. And I bought all 6 of these novels in this form, and I will show the next one in a minute, one of the next ones. They're just so pretty, and I think if I can point, they are there. Alright, yes, because that's my Jane. Near enough, this whole shelf, this half a shelf is a Jane Austen shelf. Yeah. So those are the 9 books that I have finished this year. I've got it here. And I am currently actively reading 2 books at the moment. And they are Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. I'm not enjoying this book. I've forgotten that this is my least favourite Jane Austen book. It's just, oh, I don't, it's just, it repeats itself. It is beautifully written, do not get me wrong, but it's just, the story's a bit iffy at the beginning. I know how it ends and stuff, but it's just, it's annoying. I don't like the character of Catherine, but this is just, but I still look, here we are. It's a pretty cover, so pretty. The next book that I am reading is a sequel to 2 books. The first book is Me Before You, and the second book is After You. This one is called Still Me by Jojo Moyes, and it's pretty good so far. I'm not sure about it because it is just the continuation of the character of Lou, and it is pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm not very far into it, but it's quite a thick book, and you can see I use pieces of paper instead of bookmarks. Oh my god! Oh, hold on a minute. But this book is just beautiful. I love this, the bee. But those are the 2 books that I am actively reading at the moment. I am currently reading quite a few books, but I don't, you know, I've got 4 minutes left. I don't really read them actively at the moment. So those are my reading so far of 2018. I am hoping to hit 30. I really am, but I just have to find time to read. So I'm going to show you now this behind me. Okay, I bought this on Amazon. Hashtag not sponsored. And it is 100 books to read, 100 books bucket list. And if you can see, they're actually like scratch them off when you've read them. I have read one this year, so it is 1984. So I'm going to scratch it off and show you what it is. And it is here somewhere. There it is. I find this a coin now. I'll use my finger, it's fine. I need a coin, it's not going to work. Ah! I usually have, my purse isn't here. Let's just try a key, shall we? Let's just try this. Okay, so it is a TV, because in 1984 a TV is mandatory in a household and it has to be on at all times. So that's pretty cool. I kind of scratched it a little bit because I used my Tesco Club card. That is a pretty cool idea. I think I've got a couple on here that I've read this year. I think Matilda's on here. I think. I'm gonna have a good look. Yeah, Matilda's on here. I can do that one. That is it today, guys. I hope you're all well. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And take care. Bye.